Hi there. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today is a micro learning that we do in our Get It Done Marketing Club. And we are talking about turning reviews and testimonials into marketing gold. This session is for service-based businesses and any local, like you could do it for brick and mortar. Almost any type of business will benefit for this. For those that don't know me, my name is Kim Vanderpool. I'm the owner of Fresh Impact. We have been doing social media management for clients for over 10 years now, and we have recently branched into more of the DIY market. We are teaching people how to use social media to market their business in a simple, impactful way. So now on to our presentation on turning reviews and testimonials into marketing gold. So first of all, let's talk about why review matters. Well, most of us, I've done it myself, and I'm sure you've done it too, is that we go, if we're going to work with a new client, a customer, we want to go shop at a new place, we want to check out a new restaurant, we're going to go check and read the reviews. And actually, Bright Local did a study, and they found out 95% of consumers read reviews before making a purchase. We are living in a trust deficit environment, which means that instead of like we have that recession, but now we're having a trust recession. There with AI and what is all happening in the on-world space, it's really hard to know who and what to trust. And when we have testimonials, that is our social proof that builds trust faster than anything that we can maybe post organically, or even if we're doing an ad promoting our business. So our goal today is like, how can we take our clients' words and make them into our most powerful marketing tool? So we're going to learn about how to ask for reviews the right way. When it comes to asking for reviews, one of the first things to consider and keep in mind is that timing matters. Asking right after a positive interaction or a project completion. So, an example that is given here is that I'm so glad you loved your new kitchen. Would you mind sharing your experience on Google? It really helps others to find us. Or say that you are a designer and you're doing the home project in different phases. And you just got done doing the kitchen, and the homeowner um, message you and says, "Oh my goodness, I just love the functionality of this cabinet that you put in." Ask if you couldn't take that text and turn that into a testimonial. So there's lots of opportunities. What happens is that a lot of us, if we have clients and they're long-term clients that have been with us 6, 7, 8 years, then when they leave us, then we ask for that testimonial. Well, we could have been capturing testimonials from them all along. And so making sure that you are aware and conscious about like, oh, that might make a good testimony. Let me ask them if they'll be able to either write me one or I can use their words and have them approve a testimonial. So we want to make it super easy. And ways that we can do that is we can send direct links to Google or Facebook, Yelp, or any other place that you would want them to send a direct link to. I've completed testimonials for people that I've worked with. They've even have like a simple Google form for me to fill out. So making it easy for people is key. One way that you can do that is you could have a QR code. So if you are a brick and mortar, you could have it at your checkout, or in a thank you email, you could have a QR code or the links in there. And now with AI, one of the things is that we can automate with ManyChat. We can do email follow-ups, Google Business Profile Request Link. There's so many different ways that we can go ahead and automate it, making it easier for us and the people that we want the review from. So one of the other things that can make it easier is if we have some sample scripts that are all ready for us. We don't even have to think about it when we're going to send somebody a request. So one of the sample scripts could say, your feedback means the world to us. Could you take a minute to leave a quick review? Or if you loved working with us, your review helps more people discover our services. And as a bonus, encourage specific feedback. Mentioning, let me see if I can move this over here. Mentioning your services experience. These keywords also improve SEO. So when you're going ahead and say your feedback means the world to us, could you take a minute to leave a quick review on this kitchen update? And so hopefully the person that's writing the review will also use the keywords, and that will help improve your SEO. So what do you do when you get the reviews? We have found working with all of our clients that it really helps if we can have an organized system to begin with. So one of the ways that we do for our clients is we use just a simple Google Sheet. And so that way it keeps all the reviews in one place and makes it super easy to repurpose and reuse them. In this little toolbox kit, we've included a Google Sheet that you can just copy and use and edit according to however you want. If you're making your own, things that you'd want to include would be the reviewer's name. You would want to include like what platform, where was this review? Was it on Google Business Profile? Was it on Facebook? Was it on LinkedIn? A star rating if they gave you, if you're using the star rating system, and the date that the review was given. And then the review text, whatever the review itself was. And then do you have permission to use it on your website? Do you have permission to use it on your socials? And then if you have any notes, if it was a review of a kitchen design, do you have a photo of it? Or if you want to keep categories, depending on what your business is what you would do in the notes. And then you could even save screenshots and put it into a client love folder, just that you've used yourself, just to keep, especially on those bad days when you just need to hear a little client love. And then when you're done, you've captured that data. Now, how do we share that on social media? We can create branded Canva templates, and that can showcase the testimonials. So let's repurpose your testimonials into content. So we can use it on social media posts. So you can use simple quote graphics in Canva. And then in the captions, I would make sure that you say, we love hearing this from our clients. This is a client that we did kitchen designs. Again, you can include some of those keywords in there. You don't necessarily need to write their testimonial in the caption if you've written the testimonial on the graphic. But you can kind of help put those keywords. Or one of the things, here's a client from Sioux Falls, South Dakota that we absolutely loved working with, and you're bringing in that location, which is going to, again, if you're a service-based business, it's going to help show up if someone is searching for Sioux Falls, South Dakota interior designers. When you are writing the testimonial, it's a great way to showcase your expertise also. So you could say this homeowner came to us with um, these struggles in their kitchen. Their counter space was always a mess, and they had 3 little children, and they wanted some functionality, but yet wanted it to be beautiful. So you share just a quick little 1 or 2 sentences about the story, about why they seeked out your services. Another would be is if you were a um, pet pet supply store, and someone came in and their dog was having skin issues, and you recommended a certain brand of dog food, and it helped clear up those issues because it's no longer irritant. You could give that short little story. Had a dog owner come in, their dog had skin issues for 6 months. We recommended that they try this dog food, and now they no longer have skin issues. And then they had written that testimonial. There is power in seeing people's faces. So if you can at all get a video testimonial from your clients, that is like gold plus gold. So all you have to do is just ask them, especially if they're right there and you're talking and they're telling you how great they love your services or their products. Just say, hey, I'm trying to increase my reviews so other people can find me. Would you mind if we did a quick little video? And it can even be on your phone. It doesn't have to be professional. And you could have some questions in the back of your mind, like, what was your favorite part about working with us? And then these can be used as highlight reels, which you would want to, save under your highlights. They could be in your stories. There's lots of things you can put them on your website, but video testimonials are really gold. We can also use them, like I've mentioned before, in our website. So you would want to feature your best reviews on your homepage, maybe your services page, and then you could even put testimonials down in your email footers. And then you can add a what our clients say section on your website. So you're using it in multiple places, again, so people can help build that know, like, and trust quickly. Google Business Profile. You can pin your best reviews in your post, and then make sure if someone leaves you a Google Business Profile review that you reply to every review, because that really helps build credibility both with people and with Google. Now, a question I get asked once in a while is like, what if it's a bad review? The goal is that if it is a bad review, we want to get people off online and to get them have a phone conversation. So maybe we can help dispel any misunderstanding. Or if it was a bad review and maybe it was a legit, like maybe you dropped the ball, that happens. You can just apologize and say, I'm so sorry. We would love to make it right with you. Or respond, acknowledge, and then offer to have them call you. Or, the ideal would be to get them to call you. Why that is so important is that people understand businesses make mistakes because things do happen with businesses, but we want to know what your response is. And if you get all defensive and you get angry in that response, that doesn't help your reputation at all. And so what we want you to do is acknowledge, and even if it's something false, you can say, our perception is different. Would you please give us a call so we can help dispel any misunderstanding? And so offering them that call, you're offering a solution that really helps build that know, like, and trust for somebody else, maybe potentially reading that review. And remember, we don't have to tell everyone how great we are. We want to let our clients do it for us. So I hope this helps understand just a little bit importance about how important reviews and testimonials are and how you can use them in your social media, your online marketing to really build that know, like, and trust. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out. Our email is hello@freshimpactllc.com, and we'd be happy to answer any questions for you.